Thanks again for joining me on another episode of MTV, Monster TV. Today we talk about how to plan the luxury bathroom when you're doing a bathroom reno or you're getting a bathroom built into the home and designing that. Now the bathroom is a key area of any home, and even though it may not be an area that you spend as much time as in the kitchen, but it will become one of those rooms that will give you the most value if you're ever looking to finance homes, sell a home or upgrade. So take the time into getting this part right, because this will give you the biggest value. And where to start? That's often the question that people often don't get the order right. So I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to plan the luxury bathroom you want. And firstly, many of you would like to hear the fact that you can actually start dreaming. Go for it, think as you'd want, let your mind wander and list all the must-haves, but particularly list the must-have-nots. And write that list down, and it's important to go through that. You can get all the glossy magazines out and you can plan and get inspirations from some of these mags on various bathrooms you want, but you might have seen it from friends' homes or display homes you've been to. But the reason I tell you to have the must-haves and must-have-nots, you can research on Pinterest, you can look at all the mags, you can create a scrapbook, but this list will actually be the one that you want to reference to as you're going on the journey. Because once you know what the must-haves are and the must-have-nots, it'll make sure it works like your compass. So as you start to get seduced when you're out there looking for things to buy, you keep that list with you, and if something doesn't fit the must-haves or the must-have-nots, then you understand that it's not for you or it is for you. And it helps the decision making and it helps you stay on budget, believe it or not. So do that, get dreaming, create those 2 lists and reference it and keep it with you. The next piece is consider the key components of the bathroom. And these are the things that take up the most space. So things like freestanding bath. Is that what you want? A shower over the bath, large open space. Do you want a light-filled room, light-filled areas, or you've got a bathroom with a big view with what you're wanting? Are you going to go with double basins? Are you going to have a hidden cistern system? You need to understand to get this piece correct, because these are taking up the most space. They are often the most expensive components in the room outside of your tiling or your wet area finishes. And with those, you can then understand how you can get your space maximised. And this comes to my next step about planning. And planning matters. And like the advice I got once from a Jewish rabbi, measure twice, cut once. You want to get this piece right on the money, because maximising your space and ensuring it all adds up with what the locations are, where they all go inside the room, is critical. There's nothing worse than seeing a bathroom where people have got great ideas and you walk in there and you just can't wait to get out because you feel almost overpowered by the cluttered space of or the location or the proximity of things so close to each other, where sometimes cupboards just open up and miss a doorway, or a shower screen is just not touching the hand basin. When you can plan from a new bathroom from the start, these are the times to make sure that even though there are things you want, you've got to map out that space properly. And so that planning piece is really important. Even things like where the toilet roll or the towel rails go. If you take all those things into account, it wants to be a room that functions properly. And remember what I said, it's a thing for the future. What you invest in with a bathroom will add value, and that can be a real turn off for future investors in a home they might be trying to sell if there's things that aren't right in that bathroom. Number 4, budget. And the budget piece is where, again, people get this wrong, and bathrooms can end up costing you $10,000 to $20,000 extra if you haven't got that right and stayed at budget. So be realistic about your budget first. That's the big one. Wet areas. Things like wet areas are the costliest rooms in the house. You need to allow for 10 to 15% more. And if you've got a builder or a renovator doing the work, there might be things like additional waterproofing that you want that could be beyond what they're offering you, because you could get a longer term warranty from a manufacturer or supplier. Take all those things into account and budget for it. Okay, ask those questions up front, because a lot of the time you'll be dealing with professionals in the bathroom space, and these guys will know, but ask a question about what exactly you are getting, and you plan for that from the start. Okay, the wow factor of a home is often a bathroom, and like I said before, if you're going to resell it, it needs to be something that you can get your return on. No good budgeting for $20,000 or $30,000 of a bathroom and spending $50,000 and $60,000 and then not getting that back later on. So plan this right, get it right, and you will actually have it delivered for what it is you want and a room that functions for you. You don't want to be, every time you walk into a bathroom, thinking about that bank debt you've got. That's all because of the planning phase with the budget side of it. And then get down to business, okay? Use a pro, always use a pro. Bathroom designers have been here, they do this every day of the week. They've got a broad sense of the works that need to happen and what goes on. In taking a bathroom on your own, you might be confident to do it, but keep this in mind. If you bugger it up, it's really expensive to go back to a professional later to come back and fix it, because they will know that you've got no other option and you're going to get stung with high costs. And you might find that actually it was the same price or even more cost effective to give it to someone to do for you, and actually you just take care of the selections where you want to get involved on the build side. But let a professional do it. You should get warranties with it, and it carries on from there. So don't forget our go-to service with bathroom renovations. We've got some expert pros on hand that can give you the guidance you need to plan forward, or you've got our Monsta crew that can help you every step of the way. Until next time, I'll see you in another episode of MTV.